Hello everyone, welcome to the Selenium Python automation series. So in this series, I'm going to discuss each and every topic and from basics to advanced, a complete course for beginners and advanced Python automation engineers. So I'll start one by one. I'll go with the different type of modules and then we'll discuss the end of the framework. So in the first module, I'm going to talk about the introduction to the Python automation or automation with the Python. And in this session, I'll deal with different concepts like what is automation testing, why automation with Python, Selenium and other tools comparison, Selenium with Java, Selenium with C Sharp and Cypress, and overview of course and the framework structure, installing the Python and IDEs like PyCharm and VS Code, and installing Selenium, pip, and setting up the project structure. So we'll discuss one by one for this as it is a first session, right? So I'll go with one by one. What is an automation test? The definition of automation testing, the common example or a common definition for the automation testing is nothing but testing an application with a third-party tool. That's a basic definition. So, but here, automation testing is a software testing technique, which is a different type of testing techniques, where tools and scripts are used to automatically execute test cases, automatically execute the test cases. So we are using the tools. Okay, it can be a Selenium, it can be Selenium with Java, Selenium with Python, Selenium with C Sharp, it can be a Cypress, it can be a Playwright, it can be a protractor or something else. But we are using the tool to automate or to execute your test cases automatically. To execute your test cases automatically. Okay. So automation testing is a software testing techniques where the tools and the scripts are used to automatically execute the test cases. So the automation tool will take care of the execution because we are writing the code or we are writing the scripts. So I mean the scripts are nothing but the converted test cases to the automation cases is called as automated scripts. Okay. So scripts are nothing but these are automation scripts. The manual test cases are converted to the automation code is called as the automation scripts. So we are executing the automation scripts against the application that's called automatically executing the test cases. And comparing the actual and expected results and report outcomes without manual intervention. So there is no manual intervention required. You just have to run the automation scripts. So what it does, it is going to launch the application and test the test cases. And it is going to verify the actual and expected results. Finally, it is going to generate the automation report for your test cases. Okay, so that's called automation testing. And the purpose of automation testing is mainly to save the time. So we can save our time a lot and efforts in repetitive testing. This to save on time in repetitive testing, see, assume that you have a regression scenarios. There are 100 regression scenarios you are performing or you're executing manually every day. So to execute 100 test cases, probably 2 resources will take 1 day. But if you automate them, if you automate 100 regression test cases, and if you run it daily, it won't take more than 1 hour. So that means this way we are saving the time and efforts. So mostly for repetitive tasks or repetitive testing, we are using the automation. Okay. So only for the regression testing, we mostly using the automation test. And the second thing to improve the test accuracy and reliability. What is the test accuracy and reliability? The test accuracy is nothing but whenever you run the test, it will execute automatically and it will publish the result in a correct manner. And there is no change in that. So whatever the code you have written, the same code will execute. But if you execute the test cases manually, right? So sometimes you may miss something while testing the application because you may forget some functionality to test it. So that kind of accuracy will miss in the manual testing, but automation, it won't miss. So whatever you write the code, the same code will run every day without missing anything. And reliability, so we can 100% rely on the automation test results because it is going to execute the test scripts as it is without any changing. And to support frequent regression cycles and continuous integration. So the automation testing will be supported for the frequent regression cycles and continuous integration, the CI/CD pipeline like Jenkins and all. So we are going to add the regression jobs or regression jobs in the CI/CD pipelines to execute your test case in the nightly execution. Okay. So let's say you have the 1,000 test scripts. So you need to run every day. So it is not possible to run in during the day, right? So what you'll do, you can just schedule jobs in the midnight in the Jenkins, and you can just leave the office, and when you come in the morning to office, right? So the report will be ready because they start in the midnight 12 o'clock and it will end maybe 4 or 5 o'clock. So the next day you'll be able to see the report from the CI/CD integration. So that way it is possible, but manual is not possible. And this is an example of the code. So this is the manual test case. So if I want to test a simple scenario, I want to test the login functionality, right? So usually open the browser, navigate to login page, and enter the credentials like username and password. Click on the login button and verifying the dashboard. This is the functionality you have to test it manually. So what will you open the browser and you do this operation, right? But with the Python code, this is the code we have to write it. So when you write this code and run it, it's automatically open the browser, navigate to the login page, enter the credentials, click on the login button, verify the dashboard title like that. So this is the automation code from Selenium import WebDriver, and driver is equal to webdriver.chrome because I want to launch the Chrome browser. If you want to launch the different browser, there will be different browsers like Firefox and Edge, and you need to navigate to the browser site URL driver.get, and this is the site URL, and driver.find underscore element. This is the locator. Okay, this is the locator type, and locator name. And what is the value you want to enter in the username? This is admin, and the password is admin123. And finally, click on the login button. And after that, I'm just printing the login successful and closing the browser. So this is a simple code. You can write it. So every day you run this, and every day it is going to execute this code, and it will log into the system and verify the something login successful and click in the browser. You don't need to do manual testing every day. All right, this is a sample code. Let's move on to the next one. Why Selenium with Python? This is one of the questions, one of the interesting questions. This is usually asked by the interviewers. So we have the bunch of supporting languages for Selenium, right? So Selenium supports multiple languages like Selenium Java, Selenium C Sharp, Selenium Python, Selenium Ruby, like this. But why Selenium with Python? So we know, right? The Selenium is an open source tool which is used to automate web browser interactions. The Selenium is an open source tool which is automate the web browser interactions. So it automates the web application mostly. Okay. Right. So Python is very simple and readable and efficient language that integrates seamlessly with the Selenium WebDriver. So we already know that Python is a very simple and readable language. Python is a very simple and readable language. Why? Because the Python syntax is very simple and concise. Very simple. As compared to other language, Java or C Sharp, the Python syntax is very simple. And if you compare the coding kind of things, so if you want to read an Excel file in Java, you need to write more than 30 to 40 lines of code to read this Excel file. But in Python, you have to write only 1 or 2 lines of code to read the Excel file. That's the beauty of the Python. And faster script development than Java or C Sharp. What is in the faster script development? So if you want to develop an automation scripts with the Selenium Python for any scenario, right? So it won't take much time to compare to other languages. It is a limited code, a very concise code. So you can easily develop more than 4 to 5 scripts in a day. For example, you are developing the test scripts 2 with the Selenium Java, but you can develop more than 3 or 4, maybe 5 in a day with the Python, because Python is a limited, code. It's a limited code and short code we have to write. And the strong community support and extensive libraries like unit test, PyTest, request. So these are the different type of unit testing frameworks, guys. So unit test is a built-in unit testing framework, and the PyTest is the advanced testing framework which we are going to work. We'll see in the future. And the request is for STP library for API testing. If you want to do any kind of API testing, example, you have the REST API, right? You want to test it with the Python, Selenium Python. So you can go ahead and write the API code with this request libraries. Okay, we'll see this in the future classes. And example, Same login test using the Python is typically less verbose because less verbose is nothing but less code, less words. You will see the simpler syntax and very less word, fewer words in the Selenium Python as compared to Java. And you see that driver dot find underscore element name to and send keys Python. Driver dot find element by dot name to send keys Python. This is by dot name you won't see in the Python. It is a Java code by dot name, and here you can directly name the add the locator name here name, and this is the locator value, and the send keys and this is the value send underscore keys. So this kind of differences you will find in the Python. What Selenium? I mean, what is the comparison? The comparison with the Selenium with other tools. You see the feature Selenium Python, Selenium Java, C Sharp, and Cypress. So we'll see one by one the language support. The language support, yeah, Selenium with Python, yes, Python will support, and Selenium Java C Sharp, yes, this is Java C Sharp is fine. Cypress will support only JavaScript only. It doesn't support any other languages. Cypress support only JavaScript. And the community support, I mean, if you need any help in terms of facing any difficulty while using this Python Selenium, right? So this is a moderate, and you may not get high level community support from the Google. Okay, so you need to find more in the different websites or different community channels to get help for your situation. Okay, and Selenium Java, yes, this is there for a long time. Yes, we have very much high community support in the Google. And yes, Cypress is growing now. It is in growing situation, so we can get also limited. And ease of learning in the sense like how easy it is to how easy to learn these technologies. Like Selenium Python is very easy, very easy. We can learn anyone. Okay, it's a Python is a simple, and Selenium with the Java C Sharp is a moderate, some bit difficult to learn this one because you need to know each and every stuff from the Java programming, all the concepts from the Java programming, because Java is kind of an ocean. It is not a simple language. Okay, it's a big ocean. So we need to learn a lot of stuff from the Java. Then we can work with the Selenium. And the Cypress, yes, it is easy because JavaScript also is a simple scripting language, programming language. So it is also easy. And cross-browser testing is nothing but if you want to test your application in multiple browsers, like I want to test my application, the Chrome, Edge, Firefox, Safari kind of things, you can go ahead and use it. Yes, support it is there. Selenium with Python. Selenium Java C Sharp also is there. But Cypress is a limited. Cypress is a limited, okay? It's a Chrome and Firefox and very limited browsers. And support, API testing support, yes, yes, it is there in the Python, in the Java also is there. Yes, we have support. By using request library, we can automate the APIs. In the Selenium Python, Selenium Java, we are using the REST assured, and the Selenium C Sharp, we are using the REST sharp. And Cypress also is possible. And mobile testing, yes, if we want to test the mobile applications, right? So we are using RPM. By using RPM, we can RPM Python. Yes, we can automate that. In the same way, RPM Java, RPM C Sharp. And the Cypress, no, it's completely web only. This is the major difference between these three. Let's move on to the overview of the course and the framework structure, guys. So what are we going to learn in this course? So the course introduction and setup. This is the first session. I'm going to talk about the introduction and setup and Selenium WebDriver basics, all the basics from the Selenium WebDriver with the Python. The locators and XPath CSS, yes, a different type of locators and XPath and CSS. Test automation framework design, data-driven testing, page object model, PyTest integration. This is a unit testing framework. Let's say if you're working for Selenium Java, right? So you'll be work on the test in GR but here PyTest is required. Reporting and screenshot, the CI/CD integration with the Jenkins and GitHub Actions, and advanced concepts like alerts, frames, windows. There are so many concepts like actions, and so many things are there. We'll discuss one by one in this course. Yes, this is a sample framework. It's not a complete framework, guys. The WebDriver, locators, frameworks, PyTest, CI/CD, and a framework structure like in this is a project. We have the test, the Python test, and the pages, page object model pages, and utils, where we're having the all the util methods, I mean reusable components, config, so config reader files, And reports, yes, after running the test, you'll be having the HTML reports and requirement.txt. In this requirement.txt, you will have to add the library names like Selenium or something else. And conf test.py. It's a Python file where you have to write the code. And installing the Python and IDEs. This is the chapter which is we are starting. We are going to install the Python in your machine. And if you first you need to install the Python in your machine, download from the Python official website. While installing the Python, right? So you need to add this add path to add Python to path and verify with Python minus version. And this is the first step. After installing this, you need to install the IDEs, integrated development environment, where we have to write the Python code. So this is the playground, guys, where we can write our Python code. The PyCharm, VS Code, I mean, a dedicated tool for the dedicated IDE for the Python coding. And a VS Code also we can do it, but you won't see the multiple features in the VS Code. There's a limited features available in the VS Code. So I recommend go to the PyCharm to automate your Python. I mean, you can if you want to read the Python code. Yes. So installing Selenium and setup. So the step one, installing the pip Python Python's package installer. The pip is nothing but pip stands for pip install packages, and it is a default package manager for Python. And pip is command line tool used to install, upgrade, and manage Python packages from the Python package index. So if you want to install the any kind of advanced external libraries like Selenium or any other things, okay, any other libraries you want to install to your framework or project, so you have to use this pip install hyphen upgrade pip, and the step one and the step two install the Selenium pip install Selenium. So these two commands you have to install from the either from the PowerShell or maybe you can install it from the PyCharm. And the folder structures like, yeah, this is a Selenium Python project, test underscore login.py, and the requirements.txt. So in the requirement.txt, we will have to add this Selenium. Just type the Selenium over there, and you have to just install pip install minus R requirements. So whatever the libraries are there provided in the requirement.txt, it is going to install in the project. Okay. And this is the okay test underscore login.py, and this is a test class where you have to write this code from Selenium import WebDriver. Driver is equal to WebDriver.chrome driver.get. This is the URL of your website. Print page title driver.get title driver.quit. This is a sample code we have to write it, guys. Okay, and the yep common commands like pip install and the package name. So whatever the package you want to install, either from the PowerShell or maybe PyCharm, we just have to add the package name and just install it, like pip install Selenium, pip install something else. Now let's go back and see these are the, I mean, we can install the Python from this official website. Let me open this website here. Now let's download this Python 3.13.4. Click on next. Yes. So before installing this Python, right? So better to select these two checkboxes. Click on install now. And it will ask for yes or no. Just click on yes. Yes, Python installation is completed. And just click on close button. So version is not coming up here. Let us see why it is not coming. Let's go to the C drive. Go to the C drive here. Open the C drive. Go to users. Go to your system name, your name, and then go to app data, local, type programs, and you will find this Python folder here, Python 3.13. Just copy this, right click the this PC, properties, and you find this here, You find advanced system settings. Okay, go to the advanced tab, it's environment variables, and go to path variables here, edit, and it's already added here, but anyway, you can remove this old one and type new one. Okay, click on the OK button. Okay, let's close this. Now open the fresh Python launcher, or we can say maybe command prompt is fine. Command prompt. Open the command prompt. Python hyphen version. So this is the version as installed successfully into your machine 3.13.5. So the version is completely checked. Now it's fine. Now let's go back. And once you install the Python PyCharm from the jetbrains.com, let me open the website, PyCharm. Open this official website and go to downloads. So you will find the unified product, which is a commercial one. You'll go to the bottom, you'll see this community edition. Better to use the community edition for free. Just download this. Yes, click on this. So click on S button and you'll see this setup. Click on next. And if any previous version was there, because already I have installed for the Python programming, just I select this, no problem. Click next, next. Yes, previously version deleting and install it, no problem. Take time. It does an installation completed, close it. Click on next. That has completed, run PyCharm Community Edition, just finished up. Right. So once you install this PyCharm, right? So you will see this window. Just click on skip import because you don't need to import anything from the previous one. If you have any imports from, you can import it, but it's not required. Skip import. Now you see this window. So new script, new project, and open existing project and clone the repository from the GitHub or maybe another any other source code management system. But I want to create a new project here for Selenium automation. So this is for Selenium Python automation. Python automation. Yes. Click on create button. So this is how you can create the Python automation project. Click on allow button. So here you go. So this is how the window look like. This is the PyCharm editor where you can, do the coding, whatever you want here. So it is downloading something, indexing something. So now we'll see how to install the Selenium into the Python PyCharm. So this is the one pip install upgrade a pip. First, we need to upgrade the pip, and then we have to install the Selenium. You can directly hit the command pip install Selenium, or you can go to the project and create a requirement.txt file, and there you can type Selenium. And from the command line, from the terminal in the PyCharm, you can just type pip install -r requirement.txt. From the requirement.txt, whatever the library is placed there, it is going to install one by one. So let me open this PyCharm. Here is a PyCharm. I just have already created the project, right? So just close this. Now what you have to do, you have to go to the project, right click, new, and file. The requirements, dot txt. Right. So you can type Selenium here and just save it. Right. Go to the terminal here. You see the terminal here. And here you can type pip. We need to upgrade the pip, right? So pip install hyphen upgrade pip. Yes, it is done. Now you can go and type install pip install hyphen r from the requirements dot txt. So it is going to download the Selenium related libraries from the package. It is installing collected packages. You see that Selenium related package is already installed over there here, right? Right, perfect. So the pip installation is completed. Then what next? And if you want to test something, the sample code, right? So from Selenium import WebDriver. So for this, you need to create a test class, test underscore login.python class you have to create. So how do you create the Python class? I'll show you that, and then we'll start the real program in the second session. I'm going to create a package here. First package. Let's say day one underscore intro. In this package, yeah, this is the one I just want to redo. I can rename it, no problem. But I just want to, yeah, from import or from Selenium import WebDriver. That's it. And then you can write the code like driver is equal to WebDriver dot Chrome. So capital Chrome. Right. No semicolon, nothing. Driver dot get of URL. I'm just giving URL www.google.com. Right. Now, if you want to run this, right, so you can just go ahead and run this. It is going to launch the browser. Yes, it is launching the browser here. You should navigate to site URL. Yes, it's closing. So this is how the sample code for just launching the browser. Now we will see the different examples in the second session with the new concepts. Until then, bye.